Hello, this is Lavistro, the Dragon of Cyberspace, coming to you with all news, tips, and tricks within the gaming spectrum. You know, it's not uncommon, I guess, these days where a corporation will receive the ire of an entire country. We do have Japan pissed off at Ubisoft over Yasuke and Assassin's Creed Shadows and the way they handle Japanese culture due to lazy dev practices. But that laziness seems to go in other areas as other countries seem to have problems with other corporations as well. This is seeming to be becoming a pattern. A pattern that Automaton covers. Xbox criticized for turning its back on the world's fourth largest gaming market by South Korean media and players. South Korean media criticizes Microsoft for its tepid localization strategy for first-party Xbox titles, which has caused the platform's popularity to decline. A recent article by South Korean outlet Global Economic highlights that Microsoft is receiving criticism and unfavorable comparisons to Sony and Nintendo for repeatedly leaving out Korean language support for first-party releases. The most recent such example is The Outer Worlds 2, developed by Xbox Game Studios Obsidian Entertainment. The title was recently announced for our 2025 release, but none of its store listings currently mention Korean language support at launch. Interestingly, the first game, 2019, The Outer Worlds, included Korean subtitles from day one. This apparent shift in attitude has been discouraging for Korean users of the platform. Global Economic reached out to Xbox to inquire about the Korean language support for its sequel, who respond they have nothing to announce at the moment. Currently, The Outer Worlds 2 is listed as available for the Korean region, but does not support the language. Microsoft's localization policy already came under fire in 2023 when Bethesda Software released its brand new IP Starfield without official Korean support. This move was especially criticized when given the game's marketing was largely conducted in Korean, creating the impression of false advertising. What's more, the game itself includes Korean motifs like Chapagururi food item and the Heimosu ship name based on Korean mythology, which for field Korean gamers dissatisfaction about being left out. And I thought we're supposed to be inclusive. I mean, Starfield is pretty old by now, but yeah, that is kind of messed up. Even with the release of its Shattered Space expansion behind it, Starfield has no official language support for Korean. On the other hand, Avowed, which was released in February this year, was initially supposed to get Korean language support within a month of its launch, but this has since been delayed to as late as August. According to Global Economic, Microsoft's approach to localization stands in stark contrast to competitors like Sony and Nintendo, whose major first-party releases until now have included Korean language support. The platform's neglect of South Korea is considered unusual given that the country is the fourth largest gaming market in the world. It is worth pointing out, however, that although Korea indeed holds a large share of the global gaming market, it only accounts for about 1.5% of global console revenue. With online and mobile gaming being far more widespread, this could be a possible reason holding Microsoft back from investing in the Korean localization. And while that could be fair, I'll say that could be a fair assessment. I still think that if you're a company and you use another company to help market your game, right? And you sell it to that you're going to sell your product to that country. I think you should have consider localization of that country's language and support. Or you should have sold it there but made it available. Like, for example, there's a lot of games that are in Japanese, only available in Japanese, right? Despite, American players playing it. And there are mods to help, cover that, as well as animate, right? Yet, they used Korean studios here, and they don't give it support. Microsoft Like Starfield, for example, is on the PC and a console. If you're saying Starfield with Bethesda Studios does not have Korean support. I believe Outer Worlds as well. I'm not sure, but I believe Outer Worlds might also be on Steam. Don't quote me on that. But if it is on Steam, let's just say it is, and it doesn't have Korean support, well, I think it should, because it's on Steam. Just because they don't buy the consoles as much does not mean that you don't play the video games on PC. You should still have that, right? No matter if that copy is a console copy or a PC copy. I don't understand the difference in this case. But continuing on. However, this approach appears to negatively impact Xbox's popularity in the country, as KOKA Korea Creative Content Agency survey revealed that the Xbox share in Korea console market fell from 17.8% to 10.9% between 2023 and 2024. And yes, I mean, if you can't get a game with your language in your country, and they're all a foreign language, number one, they're not going to get the game. And to assume that every Korean knows English, or every foreigner knows English, it's rather idiotic. Just because I go to another country and I meet people who speak my language does not mean that everyone in that country can speak my language. For example, my ex-wife is Korean, and her brother is Korean. I had to help teach my wife Korean, my ex-wife Korean. Her parents and her brother does not speak Korean at all. I'm sorry, correction, they don't speak English at all. She does. She spoke very broken English when I met her. Like, probably what a otaku in America would be in comparison to an actual Japanese speaking individual. But what do you think, viewer? Do you think Xbox is going to be facing some dire consequences for this behavior? Do you think if a game is made available in a country, it should be localized for that country? Put your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, happy gaming.
Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest's eye of cyberstorm. Reclaim gaming and dragon cast. Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to